Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. You're 18. Check 59. Cut. Hey, 31. Let's go.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
But a home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back near his goal line, Brissett. Ebron's got it. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second and a couple. Brissett, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Second and 2 at the Texans' 39-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second and 7, Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike, check, 59, 59. Shut. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Now Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Room here to run. A big play there out of Kamara. 66 yards for him on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brissett. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Devin Funches. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Watson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Houston. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Kill. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the
From From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Elliott good with a PAT, and he makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Brissett to throw on first. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now it's Hines. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This is Hines. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brissett. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 24. Slam, slam, slam. Slam.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Shoot for. Check 52.
On 3rd down, Foreman. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Brissett sets to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Watson on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Watson on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, here's Bissett. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
After the sack on first down, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Sets up a third down and 18.
19. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming.
The final shot before the break, Watson.
Check, check. Fresno.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. On second down, it's Mack. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Brissett from the gun on third. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First down, Indianapolis.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Colts.
Brissett on first down. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Second down, Brissett. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, defense, let's go. Kill. Switch. Check 24.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Watson, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run by Foreman to start the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down throw. Watson buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down now, Foreman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, it's Watson. Got a man open, it's Ross. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... Football back.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
To throw is Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well. They're
going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They run it again with Kamara. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Rotate,
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he connects with Ebron. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Watch the ship. Hayward, watch the ship. Check 50, check 50. Watch the safety creep. Check nickel.
On second down, Foreman. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Foreman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Mike's 59. Time to go. Night. Switch. Hey, 31. Switch.
On second down now, Foreman. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
35, Texans 10.